Just sitting here looking out this window thinking about this tiny home being on the lake somewhere or in the mountains. Just looking out, watching the birds flying and breeze blowing through the trees, getting ready to get outside and go for a hike. Hey guys, I want to take you through another tiny home on wheels RV park model. I'm going to take you through one called the Lodge today. And this one is a unique one. We've never shown it to you before. We've never seen one before, but we want you guys to come along with us on this tour. You ready? Let's go. Hey everyone. Again, we are at Phoenix Building Solutions in Greenville, Alabama. You guys, somebody else has to start making tiny homes because Phoenix is the only one that just keeps rolling them off the assembly line. We've checked with Avery, we've checked with Clayton, we've checked with other builders, we've checked with other manufacturers, we've checked with other dealers. The only people that keep calling and saying, hey, we got a new model is Phoenix. So, what am I going to do? What is Miss Tammy going to do? We're going to come to Phoenix and videotape everything they got. They call us, we come. Why? We like them, but we also know that you guys like them, but also they are just rolling them off the assembly line. And this one we've never seen before, as I said in the introduction. This is called the Lodge. This is one of your 399 square foot RV park model homes built to the RV industry association standards. So I am standing in the combo living dining room. This thing is full of light. Tammy can't even show you right now because all the windows are behind her. But this one, the really cool feature we like about this one is the symmetry on the front. You've got your French doors painted in black, and you've got two flanking windows on each side. This home is 11 foot wide. Okay, so remember that throughout. I'm not going to keep telling you the rooms are 11 foot, 11 foot, 11 foot. But the frame width on this one is an 11-foot frame, so it's a little less than that on the inside. This is just a little over 11-foot frame. So interior, we're about 10 foot 9 inches wall to wall. So just remember that as we're going through this home, because I don't want to keep measuring all the time. Even though the nice folks at Like Live have given me this really nice tape measure to use. It's a laser, multi-directional. I love it, but I don't want to bore you with measuring all the time. But we will, for you guys that are overseas and in Canada and other places, we'll put the metric measurements usually down here on the bottom so you can keep up with what we're talking about here in the United States. But looking around this room is approximately, now I'm going to give you an approximate because they do have the eat-in bar right here with the countertops. But from me, this wall to the dining bar is roughly about 7 foot 9 inches. I want to say this room is going to give you right at 11 foot by 8 foot. So you've got this living space. You've got the fireplace with the outlet so you can put your television over top of it. And again, fire extinguisher comes with the home, and your flanking windows with your lights. On the tour of the outside, you saw the porch. I forgot to measure the porch. I'll go out there, measure it, put it in the video here shortly so you will know. I'll put it right down at the bottom. But it has the composite decking on the porch with the hog fencing style and the wood rails around. What we've got in here, I want to point out this home is going to their dealer in Sylva, North Carolina. So if you're in North Carolina, you can access Phoenix Building Solutions homes from a dealer in your area. This one is going there. It's called the Lodge. This one is got a lot of non-standard features, and I want you to pay attention to those as we go throughout. As you can see, the beadboard is all painted in this home. You'll see it's painted throughout the home except the ceiling. Beadboard is on the ceiling. Shiplap is on the walls. Okay, sorry. Sorry. She corrected me. I meant to say shiplap, but the shiplap on the walls is all painted. On the ceiling, we have a beadboard finish, which is stained.
But it's real wood thick.
Yeah, it's real wood. It's real wood beadboard. It's not those
like
little panels.
Paneling.
Yeah, not those little panels you find at Lowe's or Home Depot. That's the real from a mill wood in the ceiling. Gives you a real nice contrast because that is smaller laps, so to speak, than your beadboard walls. And over here, I'm going to walk this way. It's all than our walls. You've got the same beadboard finish here in the back, and you can hear that that's solid. It's not a panel, but it's finished behind this ladder to the loft. We'll go to the loft at the end of the video. But as Tammy pans around a little bit, you can see you've got 3 huge windows here and 3 transoms above. You had the one transom above your fireplace, and the fireplace is painted in the contrast color, which is really, really beautiful. It's a matching color to the countertop. And so you've got this dark and white finish going on in this home. The really contrasting is nice. We've got the upgraded floors in this home. This is the locking flooring. This is not the sheet vinyl in this home. And here in the kitchen, from this edge of the countertop right here to the back wall of the kitchen is 10 foot. So you've got 10 foot of space. Again, your width 11 foot. This is those Bella Vade countertops that I talked about in one of our last videos from Phoenix. Solid surface, resin type countertop. Very heavy duty countertop, but they're thin, lighter weight, better for transportation, things like that. As always with Phoenix, they've got the really nice cabinets in their kitchen with the soft close drawers and doors. This door in this section is a Lazy Susan style. It opens like this, so you can get in there. Doesn't have the spinny in here, but it's got the corner cabinet that you can access and put lots of storage in that cabinet. Upper cabinets again have the soft close. As you can see, we've got our mini split, our Della mini split just above there that will take care of this whole entire room. We've got a nice window over the sink. We have a double apron stainless sink. All the finishes in this home are the black finished faucets and knobs, as you'll see as we go through the tour. This one's upgraded with the Thor gas 4-burner stove. Now this is a 24-inch range, so you can get a little extra cabinet space in here. And you've got a microwave, a 24-inch microwave above your range.
And it's a Thor too.
And it is a Thor as well. So it's an upgraded appliance package. We have the LG top and bottom refrigerator freezer right here in this nook. And that pretty much concludes the tour of the kitchen. One thing I do want to do real quick before we go on, if I can get my measuring device on. That's 10 foot 6 inches for your cathedral ceiling. So I just wanted to point that out. The ceiling seems so tall to me. Of course, I am a short guy. Let's go down the hallway, Mrs. Tammy. Right here in the hallway, two big things I want to point out. To your left, we have a bunk. This is built to fit a twin size mattress, so it's an extra sleeping space. Now, if you wish, you don't want a bunk, you don't need a bunk, you can have this removed and put a full-size window, a different window configuration in here, and have you a dinette put in here. Or if you wish, you could even put bunk beds in here. Whatever you'd like to do with this space. But since they put the single bunk, they've added storage above the bunk and storage below the bunk. As you can see, big, nice big cabinets, deep. This bunk is 6 foot 5 inches, and a little more, almost 6 foot 6 inches long. And the width is just a hair over 3 foot. So plenty of room for a twin size mattress. And then right here on this side, directly across from the bunk, you have a nice extra storage space you could use for linens, pantry, whatever you would like. I think there's tons of cabinets in here. You don't necessarily need a pantry. You can just put your little knickknacks and whatnots on there, or what do they call them? Schlotzkis. No, that's a place to eat. Schlotzkis. Um, tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes, yeah.
That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Tchotchkes. That's the new term for whatnots. But anyway, right here is where you go into your bathroom. I am going to do a couple quick measurements and try not to get in Tammy's way as she goes in here. But we talk a lot about accessibility. This gives you 20, just at 24 inches. So it's kind of tight for wheelchair accessibility, but if you can manage, you can manage. But I'm gonna let Tammy go in here. I'm gonna measure the that's a 48-inch shower unit. Again, finished in the black. It's got a recessed light above it. You have an elongated toilet, and you have lots of cabinet space in this one. You have a vanity with a drawer flanking each side, cabinet underneath, cabinet over here, and a wall cabinet up here. And it's got your countertop sink. Again, finished with your black. And you've got a recessed light there, a window, and a exhaust fan, which is becoming standard for a lot of Avery's builds. Make sure you get some ventilation and things like that. Now we're going to go here further back. This is their first lodge for this particular dealer that I'm aware of. Yeah, 24 inches here, a little tight, but we've got our area here for our washer and dryer unit. Now this unit has a all-in-one combo, which is fine, but since they put the all-in-one combo, they put a couple shelves up here to put your powders and your dryer sheets and things like that, but you can go with whatever you want there. We've got a sliding barn-style door that goes for the bathroom, and behind here, this is secured for transport, but behind here is where the electrical panel is. I won't be able to show you that because the door is secured. Likewise, as we come into the bedroom, this is one of those typical configurations we see in a lot of these park models where you have flanking closets and then you have a type of storage with possibility for your TV or computer, workstation, office, whatever you want to be here. And then you've got drawers here for your foldables, your unmentionables or your mentionables, sweaters, things like that. And then your closets on each side. These closets, let's get a rough idea. I believe these are a little over 2 foot wide. And this depth is, wow, that closet's 2'6" deep on each side. So about, I'm just going to round it and say it's 2.5 foot square for each closet. They're configured with an upper hanger section. You can configure it for a dual up and bottom for 25 extra for each closet roughly.
And those are all so secured for transport.
Yeah, they're secured. I can't open them. I'm sorry about that. But this thing is fresh out of the factory, and they were waiting on the stove. Stove came in this morning. And this thing I think is shipping either this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning. So everything is secured for transport. So we can't be opening a lot of stuff. We got to make sure all the windows are closed, all the doors are closed, everything like that. So again, I don't know if you noticed when we were walking through the bunk area and the bathroom, but the ceiling is lower because of the loft. But in here, we're back to the cathedral ceiling. This room, I'm going to give you the dimensions quickly. 8'4" wall to closet, and wide is a little over 7'10", almost 8 foot. So I don't know if you guys liked it or not. You can comment whether you do or not, but I used to put in a little chart for all the different bedding sizes, and I'll try to start doing that again in the videos so you guys can see what can configure here. But this is set up to have your headboard here on this accent wall where the transom is. So you can see that the intention here is to have your bed this way with your head here laying this way. Again, you've got plenty of light in here. You got 4 recessed lights. You got a 5-blade ceiling fan, and you've got an additional Della mini split head unit back here. for your comfort and convenience. And I wish it was hooked up and running today because it is over almost 90 degrees and starting to get a little warm. This thing's sitting out in the sun, and as you know, these things get warm. Doesn't quite get as warm. We were at a lot yesterday with a bunch of mobile homes and one RV park model, and the mobile homes were very, very hot, and the RV park model was not quite as hot. So they are very well insulated. So anyway, that concludes the tour of our downstairs. If you guys like these type of tours, tiny homes on wheels, RV park models, tiny homes in general, and even some things we do like RVs, we do single wides, and occasionally we might do a double wide. If you like that, give us a thumbs up. Share our content, subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and always say ding ding so you get notified when we put out new content. And with that, I'm going to wave my magic wand and snap my fingers, and we are going to go upstairs to the loft. You can see how spacious this loft is, guys. This thing is widthwise, as I told you downstairs, right at 11 foot across, 10 foot 11 inches across. And from this safety fence right here to that wall is 9 foot 7 inches. So this is just over 100 square foot in this loft. Now, height wise, over there at the eave, the edge of the eave from the floor to the top is right at 2 foot 7 inches. So I'm a guesstimate. I didn't crawl over there and measure, but where that beam is to the top, all the way to the flooring, is going to be right at 3 foot 6 inches or so. Now, a couple differences up here in the loft. One main difference is just the flooring. This does have the sheet vinyl in the loft. It doesn't have the locking luxury vinyl that the downstairs does, but you have two windows on either side. Now, these are not access windows. They don't have to be, but Phoenix often decides not to put access windows in their lofts because of a safety concern. Let's say you have children up here playing and no one's watching the kids. They've got the TV plugged up over there where the receptacle is. They're watching TV. Somebody gets curious, hears a noise outside, sees something outside, pops open one of the windows, leans out to yell at their cousin or something, and they take a tumble. And that's one of the reasons Phoenix doesn't do that. Now, over here, I do want to show you, we've got the same hog rail type fencing that's on the front porch with the black accented post and the stained rails and the fencing. Keep everyone safe. It is open to the area below, as you can see. And we have tons of lighting. I don't think we even pointed this out in the kitchen, but look at all the lights. Over the kitchen and living room, you have about 10, 11 lights. And then over in this loft, you've got 4. So these homes are filled with light. But anyway, that's this house. We will try to have a floor plan in here somewhere for you guys to look at. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with us. And thanks for 10,000 subscribers. We're going to see you guys on the next one.